Joking, let's do the piece then.
Yeah, we know you guys have been asking for many months now for this car, so it's awesome that we can finally bring it in. And the reason we have a bunch of Italian cars this month is because of this car. We had enough kind of coming in that we felt it's a celebration of Italian supercars essentially.
Perfect. Sounds really well.
Oh, it's driving really well in the snow. Yeah, it's great. It's a beautiful car. So based on the 488, obviously. So this is a bit like the Challenge Pedale, the 430 Scuderia, and the 458 Speciale. So this is the more track-orientated version of the 488. So powers up to just north of 700, 711 or something like that. More downforce, less weight, all around an incredibly impressive car.
Yeah, apparently it's 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, which is just...
I don't understand how rear-wheel drive cars are getting there. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal car. So I believe they're going to go into this in a lot more detail on the Forza Monthly after us, where they have one in the studio as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, so Chris did a great job there of reminding you all that immediately after our show is the Forza Monthly. So sit in, get yourself some popcorn. There's loads of Forza coming up over the next couple of hours.
So, probably showing enough of this one now.
Yeah, we can come back to it a little bit later.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
We'll drive around it later on. What am I doing? I have a thing on streams where I always get lost in the UI.
Good idea. Let's check out the what level we're at in the speed zone campaign. Level 10. Good job.
Got to wait for Kira now as well.
Well, a perfect time to talk about our new subtitles. So
Very cleverly segued there.
So you may have noticed there, guys, that we've redone the way we do our subtitles. Our old way, where we boxed them out in the corner, was a way of showing subtitles, but I think it wasn't really useful to those people who need it the most. So we've added a bunch of new subtitling options, like to tune how they appear, alter the backgrounds, change text size, all those kind of things. So if you're someone who uses subtitles or even needs subtitles, then well, hopefully there's settings in there that you'll enjoy in this update.
So back onto the cars. This is the ATS GT. So ATS were an Italian brand back in the late 60s, I believe, that did a car called the GT. This is a kind of a modern take on it, of the brand coming back. It's weirdly, it's an Italian design car, but uses McLaren running gear. So it's got the 720S engine in it, so 750 horsepower, rear-wheel drive. Really pretty looking car, as you expect coming out of Italy.
I think the front end in particular is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. I really like the rear end as well. It reminds me of, I want to say, funnily enough, from earlier on, the remake of the Giulia, I think they called it the TZ3, sorry, the concept car. Kind of reminiscent of that. Yeah. I'm really struggling to drive it in this car.
We'll probably go through what's happening in so going away anytime soon.
I'm going to jump to the next car, which is on slick tyres, which is going to make this even easier. Diablo GTR. So as Matt said, one of the most iconic kind of 90s supercars. This is the. It was a race car, this wasn't it? They did race.
Is this a homologation special?
This was the full-on race variant of it.
They did a one-month series to do it as well at some point.
This is like the ultimate evolution of the Diablo.
It is, yeah. And
it's a particular rare beast because Lamborghini never made race cars. The thing about it was always the other manufacturer down the road with the prancing horse, but they did all of the racing cars. It's like Lamborghini focused purely on road games. And then all of a sudden they decided they were going to do this. I couldn't actually tell you. But I think it's successful in that, you know,
It does look absolutely amazing.
Become an icon of sort of that 90s supercar thing. It's like all carbon fibre, I think, was it, except for the roof and the doors.
Yeah. So very kind of cutting edge for when it was built. Full carbon cars were pretty rare.
The Diablo was like a super important car for Lamborghini as well, because they went through some really rough times of like financial status and being bought and then sold and bought and then sold before finally becoming what they are now as part of the sort of Volkswagen Audi group. And I think this really sort of saved them, the Diablo did, and this is I guess the ultimate version of that car. So it's cool to have it in the games.
The last of the rear-wheel drives, isn't it?
This car doesn't do drifts very well.
can.
And apparently I can't drive today either.
Another chance to see the new subtitles next, in there.
So yep, this one's great. And the last one for the series, jumping back into another prancing horse now. I'll try and not get lost in the UI. This is the 512S. So this was built to compete against the Porsche 917.
Okay.
So 1970s. Ferrari actually took a year out of kind of Le Mans prototype racing in '68 when Porsche came in with the 917. It was actually after Ford came out, conveniently with the film coming out now. Ford came out with their 7-litre GT40s, which were incredible. Ferrari took a year out to build this, so this is a 5-litre V12, hence 512 name, and went on to be then modified into 512M and raced for quite some time. And I think it was quite successful. I think it won Sebring and 12 hours, debuted at 12 hours of Sebring, I think won 24 hours of Monza, something like that.
I absolutely love the Zero cars.
Yeah.
Like when we looked at the Porsches and then just got these mad aerodynamics, they're so cool.
Yeah.
You can see the learning,
Yes.
can't you, as you progress through from sort of like 60s and the 70s.
Yeah, and these cars like raced at the absolute limit of mechanical grip as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these were over-engined. There's snow. Oh, we'll go in the snow. Yeah, hugely over-engined. This was actually a little bit heavier than the 917 counterpart, but actually they competed very well next to each other.
And you say this was an evolution of, was it the P3?
It came after the P3, but yeah, kind of built on the technologies there. The P3 used a 3-litre V12, I think, because so Porsche got around the regulations a little bit with the 917. You're only allowed a 3-litre engine, which was fine for Ferrari, because they're building them with the F1 cars as well. But Porsche found a way around it. They homologated 25 917s, and with that they were allowed to use a 5-litre. So they kind of dominated for a small period.
Okay, guys, I know, like me, you very much love the creativity of